Okay, what's going on? Why aren't we live? Okay, so I had screwed up. I got the time wrong on this stream. So yeah, I guess what had happened is I probably looked at Hugh's bracket yesterday and saw 2 p.m. and I thought it was 2 p.m. like a dummy, and it was 9 a.m. my time. So I just happened to take a look here and I was gonna actually do an announcement for the stream this afternoon and realized they were playing right now. So he won't be happy with me. I have not gotten the stream that he wanted. But yeah, I'm only 2 hours late. We're down to the nitty gritty here. 14-13 to Vinces, and I like that. That's a lot easier name to say than whatever the heck that name is he's got up there. So he's shooting at this. This is a tough shot to shoot at, I think. Yeah, it's doable. We'll see whether he comes up with a shot on the one if he makes it. Well, if that's what he was trying to do, that was pretty special. And I think he probably was, because it was going to be hard to bank that. He was probably banking into the bottom of the three. That was a nice shot. Somebody saying that's the first time Vinces has been ahead. Wow. Well, you know, these guys are both good. They both are solid in most areas, so you would expect this to be a good match. Let's see. I'm going to say in the lobby that we're streaming too. A lot of guys probably aren't here now since we got so many people in Europe. Ugh, he did not want to get that bump. I think he's okay here, but he's just going to play safe. And I respect that. He's not going to take any chances. And the only bad thing about that safe is this, you can definitely get him on the 7. This is a shot you don't play at a lot of speed. You just try to hit the 4 ball and come back out on the 7. It's not a hard shot if you kick well, but if you don't, then it's real easy to sell out. You've got to hit the 4 just a little on the right side of it so that it holds behind the 7. And if you don't do it right, you're probably selling out. Yeah, that was an alternate way to play it. 2 rail. That's a little unlucky to foul because the cue ball was going to come the direction that it went playing 2 rails. That was that shot was a little bit safer than the one that I was mentioning, although not as good a safe. It was an easier shot to get right. And unfortunately for Bedhead, he did not. So Bedhead's getting behind in this match just at the wrong time. So now it's 2-1. This is where it starts getting tough. 2-1, 4-2 isn't the end of the world. Bedhead's breaking. He really needs to make something happen here. And I think he's got a ball down. Yeah, and he's got a shot. And he's immediately got an issue in it. This table is not sitting wonderful. I mean, even if you do get on the combo, the three ball is going to want to go where you don't want it to. You really need to try to play behind this. And that's what he's doing. And this is a wonderful shot. That is the way to do it. And, you know, I mean, it was a pretty natural shot, but just recognizing that and getting the speed right, that was very well done. Yeah, this is going to be a pretty good out. That's what he needs to do now, is break and run out, because of the score discrepancy this late in the match. Yeah, this is a very tough tournament. There's a lot of good players in this, and 10 ball is just a brutal game, you know, because there's no place to hide like 9 ball. I mean, you've just got to have the full package in this game. He's probably going to hit this a little inside. Nope, he just came straight across. So you'd rather not be this straight in, but I think he'll still handle it. Run, ball, run. Run! I think he's good. You hit this with left English. That helps with it too. Just gotta watch out for. Well, he's gonna shoot up table. He's not even gonna come around. So everything's good for Bedhead. And I think that does put a little pressure on kylinvz. You know, he knows Bedhead means business, although he's probably figured that out after playing this kind of tight match. And that looks like a dry one. Boy, just when he didn't want it. So this is a little rough here. I might kick it right now, or I might just push it out. I might just push it out towards the long rail to get a little better angle to kick at it. I don't know. You know, it's kind of a tough kick to kick at it and get it past the 5. He's going to do what I was thinking. He actually left an edge on it, but the edge is no good. You got to kick at this. If I was Vince, I would kick at this and try to kick the 1 past the 5. You got 3 balls there. All you got to do is get the 1 going down the rail. He's looking like he's going to play the bank, and you know the bank is on. It's a little tricky. Well, you know, that was the problem with the bank, is that you really need to come out further to get a shot on the 2-ball. So he'll probably play safe here. I would have kicked at the 1 because I thought that was a pretty easy kick safe, but he's okay. I mean, he made the bank. He's in control. I think he's probably just going to roll up on this 4-ball. It's a little bit speed touchy. I mean, you got the 7 too. I think you're going to need to hit this hard enough that you're going to bump the 4. So, you know, you need to get the line right. You don't want to be straight onto it. You want to be slightly to the right of center on the line. Yeah, he doesn't feel good about this shot, and I understand why. It's kind of screwy. He decides to go forward and put him on the 7. And I don't know that that was a bad decision. The shot I was talking about was really touchy. You were going to have to jack up the butt of the cue a little, but that safety's no good. Let's see what Bedhead can do here. I don't like shooting a bank just because I think it's hard to avoid the 6. He's going to play the combination. Actually, you could avoid the 6 on that bank, but it's hard to get safe if you miss it. This combo is no picnic either. Yeah, that was a tough combo, and he may pay for this. So the carom will go. Well, if you could see the 2-ball, it would go. So this is like no good at all for Bedhead. He can kick behind at it. He's going to have to spin it to do it. Now the good thing about kicking behind it is you get the edge of the 2 comes up, and the cue ball goes down table. He doesn't like that shot, and I understand why. I'd probably shoot that shot. This shot's a lot easier to hit the 2-ball. It's also a lot easier to do that. I would have played the other shot just because I think there was a pretty good chance of getting safe. It was just kind of tricky to get the hit right. So this is not looking good for Bedhead, this rack. But, you know, this is pressure time. See if Vinces could get out. Why not clip the 2? I think you were talking about the bank I was talking about. Oh, you're working while watching. Well, you know, I do that a lot. We're up to 3 people in the Twitch stream. I don't know how many are on YouTube. And I think he'll stay high for this because the gap's kind of tough, but he might come down in the gap. You know, it just depends on how good you feel about it. He's going for the gap, and he's going to overroll it. Yeah, that's a... Oh boy, he does have the edge of the 6. I think he can make this. I think he's got enough of the 6 he can make this. Yep, well done. Boy, that was close. Talk about a game of inches. I mean, he rolls another 1/4 inch and he's done there. I mean, I understand why he went to gap. If he stayed high, he was going to have to deal with getting by the 10-ball, which was going to be an issue. And that's well done there. Good speed on that. Kind of had to drag that into the corner. I think he'll probably draw this straight back. Yep. That's usually what you want to do when the ball's close together. Ask me how I know. You try to force that over and hit it wrong, and next thing you know, you're like kicking yourself. And Vinces is on the hill, so, this is kind of desperation time for Bedhead. I think he's got no margin for error at this point. So he may try to run the 3 here. That's what I would do. I would give the 3 a bump. It does go in the side pocket, but it'd be nice to bump it. I don't know. I think he was trying to bump it and failed. It really wasn't that hard to get a bump on it, but he didn't get it. Just needed to go forward more. So he's going to have to play for the side pocket shot. I think that's the only place it goes. Yeah, I mean, so you just want to get a comfortable angle on this too. Well, no, he goes for the bump. That was a nice shot. I think that was probably a wise shot too, because getting on that 3 was going to be tricky. Good thinking by Bedhead. Well, I don't know how the rest of this match has gone, but the level of play since I've been here has been very high. These guys are both playing good. And that's a good angle to have on the 6. This is just kind of like a controlled draw with left English. You want to use the English to help you pull it back. He's going to go forward, and there's nothing wrong with that. The Filipinos go forward a lot, and that's from playing a lot of crappy tables. It's just more reliable. Well, so it's 16-15. Vinces is going to be breaking, and he's definitely the favorite at this point. But, he breaks dry or screws up, and, Bedhead can win because he's going to get the next break. So this is a huge game. I mean, if you're Vinces, you want to get it over with right now. Oh, that's a dry break, I think. Oh, boy. Yep. Just another one at the wrong time. So a lot of pressure on Bedhead to control the table here. He's got to decide right off the bat whether he's going to play for the combo or try to get the bump on the 2. I'd probably try to bump the 2 here. He's going to play for the combo. And that's tough. That's a tough combo. You've got to really cut this 2 ball. You've got to cut this 2 ball pretty much straight at that diamond. So if you look at the diamond out from the side corner pocket right there, you got to cut that 2 ball right at that diamond to make this 7. And he's going to shoot it. Now he's probably going to have to put inside English on this to hold the cue ball down here. The tendency here is not to cut the 2 enough. And he does. He doesn't hold the cue ball down here. He turns it loose. And he got a kiss on the 2 and pretty much got screwed. Yeah, I thought he should have hit that with inside English. But, the speed he hit it, I think he was trying to get both the cue ball and 2 to come up table. I was thinking hit it easier with inside. He decided to really move it. Boy, I think that was a really good idea, but he's not getting there. he just needed to hit that a little harder, and he was going to be safe. Why can't I log out of my account and sign into a different one? I don't know. Yeah, I mean, if you're on Steam, you're stuck with Steam. You're stuck with that account. That's it. I mean, there's some good things about Steam and there's some bad things. If you play a lot of Steam games and stuff, and the Steam, you have Steam running all the time, it's great. Their DRM is a little bit more friendly than the Solaris one. But if you don't use Steam, then you should always use the Solaris version because it's just not worth it. The other thing about Steam is you have to buy all your $V using your Steam wallet. Yeah, well, I can move you over to the Solaris version, Martin, but if I do that, then you can't start it from Steam, you can't use any of the Steam features like the Steam overlay, and you have to buy $V with PayPal or credit card. And that's it, folks. Well, from what I saw, that was a heck of a match. I wish I would have seen the whole thing. Hugh's not going to be happy with me for screwing up and not getting the stream. But let's take a quick look at the brackets here. So Vince goes through. He's going to play Interchange X, and I think that'll be an interesting match. Interchange X plays like he did the last match. I think he's got a chance against Vince. And oh, that's the wrong one. I clicked on the wrong one. So Bedhead goes to play semi-pro. So yeah, semi-pro, you're gonna have to bring it. Bedhead looked pretty strong that match, so I think that's going to be an excellent match. Little bit of bad luck that you're having to get Bedhead already semi-pro, but the losers bracket's going to get real tough. We've got so many good players in the winners bracket. So let's see what we got coming up here. Cyril and Stubb have not yet made a match. Spectre Dawn and Cobra this Sunday, 1:30 p.m. my time, 6:30 Hugh time. And the winner of that plays Albin. Boulevard, Fantastic Fox, they don't have anything yet. And then on this side, Jose and Sergaresh, that will be tomorrow at 1:30, so 6:30 Hugh time. And that's all we got scheduled for now. So let's go take a look at the stats. So KY L, what is it? KYLV I don't know. I could never even spell his name. Alright, let's start with Bed. Okay, let me look to see how to spell Vince's name. KYLINVZ. KYLINVZ. Yeah. KYLINVZ. There we go. Okay, so boy, look at the balls per turn, look at the shot percentage. Yeah, no wonder it's a close match. I mean, everything's very close. Breaking wise, neither player broke particularly good. I mean, for Vinces, he really needs to raise that. For Bedhead, that's, marginal. We had two two break fouls by Vinces, so I mean, Vinces was fortunate to win that match breaking like that. Bedhead broke a little better. He probably would have won. I think Vinces probably played a little better because he broke worse and he ended up winning. Bedhead ran more racks than him too. I mean, this was a very even match. Both these guys are going to have to break better to win this. I think you got to be up in the 60s because whoever you're playing is probably that's coming down to the end of this is probably going to break in the 60s. Let's see. Let's go look at semi-pro stats. Let's see what semi-pro's breaking percentage is. Now that we got him online. Okay, so his break stats. He's at 52, 53. So 53 isn't terrible. I think it would be that's on average over all his matches so far. Um, I think he needs to get out to 60. You're going to have some that are better than others. His average balls made is pretty low compared to a lot of these guys. A lot of racks run. Let's take a look overall at the field. Let's look at break percentage. So Wanwa at 83, Matt at 80. We saw that match yesterday with Matt, how well he broke. Cobra at 80. I mean, look at the balls made. We got two guys above average and above one. Slim at 76. So, I mean, Fast Eddie, look at the balls made by him at 68. Interchange X at 68. So you can kind of see that when you get down here to where you are semi-pro, 52, 53%, that's really not good enough. And Vinces was worse. So, I mean, this is look at Bedhead down here. So he must have broke really bad his first match. So he improved. But in real life, mid 60s is pretty typical in 10 ball. So um, that's kind of where you'd like to get to, is into the mid 60s. And there's lots of players there. Let's see. Semi-pro's trying to say something, but I can't. I have a hard time reading this text over. It's tougher. It's tough either way. Now let me go to a different screen because I can't see crap over that white background. Let's see, maybe the brackets. Let's see if I can see anything over the top of these brackets. Let's see. Look at the total runouts. Well, yeah, I know you're doing that good. Give us VPP dark mode. Paul's here. I missed a good match. Well, so did I, Paul. I came in late. I got the time wrong. Can't you delete account? Can't you delete my account to me, Steve, so my Steam becomes unlinked? I can, but then you lose all your history, all your money, all your queues. I mean, I don't think you want to delete your account. Yeah, deletion is typically not the best solution to things. Well, semi-pro, I mean, that's what you should be doing is working on your break. You've got the Wanwa match that was streamed. You can go back and watch that. You've got the Matt match. I like the way Matt was breaking. Wanwa's was screwy, but if it works, hey, I mean, you've got a couple guys you can go watch and copy. I gotta believe that uh, copying them is gonna work. I would particularly pay attention to Q-tip positions. I would also, look at butt angles. I think, although I think both of those butt angles weren't changed, but Matt was breaking from the side rail, and he was getting the Q-tip pretty centered. Uh, I think he was kind of pretty much at the center of the cue ball, and probably hitting, I don't know, maybe 90% of the one ball, maybe a little less. But Albin playing at the same match had a higher tip position and was hitting a little less of the ball maybe, and he was breaking terrible. So you got to pay attention to the details. Let's see. I was trying that earlier. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. That's that's the first thing to do is watch somebody that's getting success, and it's way easier in virtual pool than it is in real life because in real life, um, the speed is super important, which you can kind of pick up on. But if you watch pros break in real life, you'll find their speed is very consistent because that's part of it. Uh, the butt angle is super important. How you snap your wrist, what your tip does. Is your tip going down? Is how straight your tip going? Is where you hit the cue ball. In real life, it's much more complicated than trying to copy a break in VP. Well, it is the most important shot in pool. I mean, some games it's less important. One pocket, one pocket, one pocket. The break. If you screw it up, it's terrible. But it's not worth a lot. It's worth about maybe a ball, weight wise, having a break in one pocket. But in a game like 9 ball or 10 ball, the break's worth, that's worth a lot. I mean, if you get the break and you break well, you can beat anybody. Change the matching system again, so we're yeah, yeah, change the break for semi. Well, Steph was going crazy, sending me messages saying, "Oh, I finally figured the break out. I don't change it, don't change it." I was gonna tell him I changed it just to mess with him. But yeah, I mean, we got a lot of good matches coming up. Um, I think I think this is going to be exciting. This is going to be one of the most exciting tournaments we've had in a long time. You better get ready, Paul. Fantastic Mr. Fox isn't going to be an easy match for you. So, Poland to Cerro is going to be an interesting match. Let me go look and see what kind of proposals have been sent. So we kind of got an idea what's going on proposal wise. Uh, let's see here. Oh, one thing I wanted to look at, did Woody show up for his match? Did those guys actually play a match? Remember there was that match last night. Uh, where is it? Where is it? Where's Woody? Let's do this. There's Woody. Nope, Woody forfeited. Hugh was right. He didn't show up. He scheduled the match and then he forfeited. Uh, let's see. Match proposals. Sergares has already proposed a match against Jose McCune, and they've already agreed. They're playing the 18th at 1:30, so 6:30. So that's tomorrow. Those guys are playing. Um, and that's it. I'm not seeing a whole lot of proposals from other people. So um, One Pocket Slim did propose against Bankster. So Acero, Poland Power, they need Paul. You need to get your match done. And Semi Pro is going to be sending something to Bedhead. That's those guys right there. They've got till the 26th to get it done, but I'd imagine they're going to play this weekend. Yeah, well, Stubbs on a short lease. I've already told him he has disconnect problems. He's going to end up getting DQ'd. Alright, guys, I don't have anything else for now. I guess that looks like it for matches today, unless something else comes up this afternoon. I'll check back later. So right now we've got Jose and Sergares tomorrow. That would be 6:30 p.m. UK time, and Cobra Spectred on Sunday, also 6:30 p.m. UK time. And I got to keep these time zones straight. What are you saying, Semi-Pro? God, it's just so difficult for me to read on this white background. Got work at 6 a.m. Bedhead does. Well, good match, Bedhead. I'm sorry I didn't get the whole stream because I screwed up on the time, but it looked like you were playing well, and you know things didn't go your way. I mean the statistics certainly showed a very close match. So you get semi-pro, and I think you guys are going to have a good match. I don't know who's going to be the favorite there. Anyhow, I got to run. I got a call I got to take, so talk to you guys later. Hey, bud.